This was in 2017, I got invited to become a presenter of a film called Trans Kids, It's Time to Talk in 2018. And the idea about the film was, what about kids like me who grow up and become completely comfortable in their own skin? Where are they in this narrative of all these children are suffering pain like no other and need to medicalise immediately? Because I didn't medicalise, and I'm very glad I didn't. So where are they in the narrative? So that was the idea of the film, and for that I was vilified and called transphobic and cancelled on every level. This was way back in 2018. I tried to continue just being a general psychotherapist after that, and I could try to kind of just move on and not become obsessed with trans, but I was inundated by emails from people looking for help, and they were from everybody. It was people who were distressed that they'd medically transitioned and they wished they hadn't. I kind of called them the lost in transition kind of category. They were from people who wanted to medically transition but were intrigued by my film, which kind of suggested that recovery was possible. And they were from parents who were worried sick about their children, who were generally very vulnerable, autistic, OCD, ADHD kids, who had decided that medical transition was the way forward for them. So it was kind of different cohorts. And then in March 2020, because of COVID, I had suddenly had time to myself like everybody, and I started giving parent groups for these parents who were so concerned about their children, because I just thought nobody's looking after them, and they were consistently asking me for help. So I said, yeah, I'll give a few parent groups, not knowing that this was genuinely going to be a game changer. I'll never forget that first meeting with those parents and just how devastated and alone and isolated they were, and how nobody was looking after their kids, and the doctors weren't treating their kids properly, and everybody was sending them towards medical transition, and these were really vulnerable, lost kids. And from that, ultimately, I founded GenSpect in 2021, and it's become a huge international organisation that is advocating for a non-medicalised approach to gender dysphoria, because of obviously the reasons I've just listed, that there's other ways to recover from feeling like you shouldn't have been born in this body, and from feeling alienated from your own body. And so that's what we advocate for, and it's become a very large organisation now.